Ryan had been running Riverside Park after midnight for almost a year before it happened. He was a junior at Ohio State, living in an apartment 3 blocks from the park's north entrance in Columbus. Late-night runs were his way of clearing his head after long study sessions. The city quieted down after midnight. The main path through the park was well lit enough to feel safe, and the 2-mile loop took exactly 22 minutes at his usual pace. He'd run it so many times it had become automatic. His feet knew every crack in the pavement, every curve in the path. It was a Tuesday night in March 2023, just past 12:30, when he saw the girl. She was sitting on one of the swings in the central clearing, the playground area near the midpoint of the loop, surrounded by benches and open grass. Small, dark coat, maybe 7 or 8 years old, moving gently back and forth in that slow, distracted way children swing when they aren't really thinking about it. Ryan slowed to a walk immediately. The clearing was empty except for her. No adults on the benches, no voices, no movement anywhere along the visible path in either direction. Just this small girl, alone on a swing, at 12:30 in the morning in an empty park. He approached slowly, keeping his distance, not wanting to frighten her. When he was close enough to be heard clearly, he called out, asked if she was okay, asked if she was lost, asked if she needed him to call someone. She didn't look up. She didn't answer. She didn't react at all, in any way, to the presence of another person 15 feet away from her. And then every light in Riverside Park went out simultaneously. Not a flicker. Not a gradual fade. Every light on the path, every light around the clearing, every lamppost visible in any direction, out, all at once. The darkness was immediate and complete. Ryan stood still and counted. 1, 2, 3. The lights came back on at 10 seconds. The swing was still moving. The girl was gone. Ryan stood at the edge of the clearing and stared at the swing. It moved at the same arc, the same unhurried rhythm as before the lights cut out, as though the momentum had never been interrupted, as though whatever had been sitting in it had simply ceased to exist mid-motion, without disturbing the physics of the thing at all. He took 1 step back toward the path. Behind him, the second swing began to move. He turned around. Both swings moving now, side by side, in slightly different rhythms. In a completely empty clearing with no wind and no other person visible anywhere in the park. Ryan turned and walked. Then jogged. Then ran. The footsteps began almost immediately. Behind him on the path, small, quick, light. The sound of a child running. Matching his pace exactly, adjusting when he adjusted. Keeping the same distance no matter how fast he pushed, close enough that he should have been able to reach back and make contact with whoever was there. He spun around without stopping his stride. Empty path behind him. The lamps lit it clearly all the way back to the clearing. Nothing moving. Nothing there. He ran the final half-mile to the north entrance without looking back again. Not because he was certain nothing was behind him. Because he had already decided that whatever the answer was, he didn't want to see it confirmed at 12:30 in the morning on an empty path with half a mile still to go. He looked up Riverside Park the next morning, sitting at his apartment desk in full daylight, with his coffee going, and his roommate moving around in the kitchen. He went through local news archives, old Columbus Dispatch articles, anything searchable. He found it 40 minutes in. A brief article, dated 11 years earlier. A girl had gone missing from Riverside Park during a family visit on a Saturday afternoon. The search had been extensive. The park, the river, the surrounding neighborhood. Nothing had been found. The case had remained open for several years before going quiet in the way cold cases do. The article included a photograph, a school photo. The girl was small, dark-haired, wearing a dark blue coat. Ryan recognized the coat before he recognized anything else about the image. He closed the laptop and sat for a long time without moving. He still lives near Riverside Park. He still runs at night. But his route now goes north along High Street, then east, then south. A longer loop, less efficient, less scenic. But it doesn't pass through the park. And it doesn't go anywhere near the clearing with the swings. Some routes, once something has happened on them, stop being just routes. They become something else, something you carry with you even when you're not on them anymore. Ryan carries that path with him now. He probably always will.